Good morning, monkeys. Welcome to the next episode of Monkeylandia here at Coast Monkey Studios. Wow, so what do you got going on today? Well, we are building Club Aqua. Well, for starters, my name's Gabriel, Coaster Monkey. If you don't know who I am, what do? I build stuff in Planko and do vlogs about theme parks. And if this is your first time joining us, welcome. Don't forget to like and subscribe down below. And if this is not your first time joining us, then welcome back. And again, what are we doing today? Club Aqua. So what's Club Aqua? Well, if you've seen in the intro credits, we've got this massive platform here within our space in the park, and or in the ferry terminal station ride building thing. So essentially what we've done here is we're building out some supports right now. We're using ride supports, coaster supports to do this, and what we're going to do is we're going to create some serious structural stability for this roof. And with that comes lighting and speakers, and we wind up building out a whole mini club. So the whole ideology behind this, and what's the lore, if we're going to say there's a lore? Well, the lore is that this park has an adults-only bar. Well, no, not adults only. Like kids go in there too. Like think about some of the theme parks I've been to. Great Adventure, for instance, at Macho Nacho, kids can go in there, but you can drink like a fish, which we've done. We've done that quite a lot, actually. But yeah, so from 7 to 9, this turns into a little bit of a nightclub. And for those 2 hours, it's an adult-only venue. During the day, kids can go in and grab a drink. Maybe there's like a kitchen somewhere. I don't know. We can figure that out at some point. But yeah, so we've got that whole thing going on. And our park closes at 10, so we stop serving alcohol at 9 o'clock. Just so you guys are aware, for anybody that wants to come to the bar. So here we are, just futzing around with this station itself. So we do a lot of editing of this station, and this is gonna be another one of those episodes where there's a lot of clipping in video sequences, and it's because this is where all like the nitty gritty stuff comes in, right? All the little things that you've got to do to make your park sparkle, right? It's all the little details. So that's what we're doing here in this episode. This is a little details episode with some major stops. So here we are making the bar. This is the bar for Club Aqua. And this is going to sit, again, on the platform just above the station there. Again, the whole building on the inside, the atmosphere is supposed to be very, very, very Staten Island. So I wanted this to have a very, very, fun, light-feeling, futuristic, kind of modern vibe for this. So what we've done is we've put in these two floater back walls, and then I went on Steam and found this awesome one-way glass. And I wish I knew who did this. I apologize. If this is your one-way glass, comment down below. Thank you. This is awesome. It's totally something that exists in Planet Zoo, and it's been, created for us here in Planko. So thank you for this. But yes, we create this mini bar here, and again, during the day it is open, but it's not a quote-unquote nightclub for adults only. So during the day, it's a little bit of a sports bar. We've got TVs here that are going to have some video on them. As you can see here, we've got some Sports Center. We've got some EA video game competition going on. And some football, American football. So again, what we do is we carry this colorway through the entire interior now. I had a lot of struggling with this particular space. I didn't know what to do or how to do it, and the idea of a nightclub came up because, well, again, it's New York, it's Staten Island, and if you don't fist pump in Staten Island, then you don't belong there. And the whole theming of the colorway I wanted to carry out throughout, so I wanted to do lighting throughout the whole space in the same colorway as the coaster to keep a really solid theme going through, right? It's this Aqua feeling. But I'm gonna let the camera burn for a little bit here. Let it roll on through. Let you guys watch the build. I'll come back in a moment. Check you guys in a bit. Now, here we are moving into the queue. I had, again, a lot of challenges in trying to figure out exactly how I wanted to theme this out. Obviously, it's an Aqua theme, right? So that's what I went after for this whole space. Again, keeping the colorways of the ride, right? So I did some mural stuff. I did, again, really bright colors to really break up all the monotony of the flat concrete. And then I used a lot of metal alloy. And why did I use the metal alloy? Because it has that like sheen to it. I wanted it to feel modern. Now here we're trying to create modern waves. I wanted it to be very abstract to kind of go along with the whole theme of this modern contemporary-esque building. So one of the bigger challenges I ran into for this portion here was the color choices. And that lime green, as important as it is to the accent, it's too bold to be a full wall, right? So I did accent walls in the lime green, and I think it works out really well. And then we've got, again, this modern art abstract wave thing happening, which I'm really all about. And as you can see, like I was saying to you guys in earlier videos, gray boxing out with the concrete and then coming back with the texture I wanted for this particular space. In our next episode, we're going to be tackling that locker area, and then we're going to come back, finish off the locker area. We've also got a maintenance shed that we're working on as well, so that's something that we're going to have in the next episode. And I think we're going to be able to wrap up all of the logistical stuff for the Beast water coaster. And then once all that stuff is done, I think we'll have that episode ready to roll. This one I think premieres not next week but the week after. It's currently August 20th. Today is Monkeylandia Day! Woohoo! For those of you that are in real life right now, in this current moment. It's Monkeylandia Day, so congratulations! Welcome to Monkeylandia. Now again, I don't care what anybody says, my biggest takeaway from this game is that the devil is in the details. So that's what you've really got to go after. You've got to hit all of those details. You've got to get them super, super, super crisp and clean, because that's going to make your park look absolutely fantastic. These variations in textures, these variations in colors are just one of the few things that I can mention as a great detail to go after, because it changes the interest. Your eye kind of goes all over the place a little bit. So for this portion here, as I was stepping back and kind of looking at the space, I realized there wasn't enough structural stability for the roof, the glass roof. So I came back and put in a third support here in the center, and then did a little bit of finagling to make it work. Not gonna lie, it was definitely a little challenge, but I think it worked out in the end. And I love the 3 columns with the lights on them. I think they work out really well. I may go back and add another layer of these rotating spotlights along the top. It's a possibility. We'll see. And I might need to do a little bit of a tweak there. on that support beam. All right, here we are working on the exterior. This is, I'm super excited about this part. A little bit of trouble originally. And again, there's a little bit of jumping around you're going to see over the next probably 10 minutes of the video, because I had corrupted video, so I had to play around a little bit and kind of make it work. So you're going to see some of that, but it's a really smooth video in the end, so don't stress. It works out pretty well. Super stoked on it myself. But yeah, so we're doing the doors here. We're using Idros TMTK beams to make our commercial doors. I want them to feel very commercial because in real life this is a commercial building, right? It's not commercial, excuse me. It's form over function over form, excuse me. So we've got these commercial-esque doors that go on, storm doors, if you will. This is great. I love playing with people in the game, but they kept getting in the way of my building. So whenever I'm building anything around paths going forward, I think I'm just going to have to either close the ride or close off the path to the area, because they're too much. They're in the way. I love these TMTK handles too. These are awesome. So one of the bigger things about this exterior too that I really wanted to sink my teeth into was, how do I make it look super commercialized, right? And this is exactly what the outside of a lot of these terminals look like. There's just ad campaigns for crap everywhere. And that's what I wanted to go after. And the whole ideology behind this ride is that, you're coming along and the company that owns the Beast Speedboat bought out the contract or got signed off for the contract to be the Staten Island Ferry. So instead of getting, your regular big orange slow boat, you get this beast of a ride that takes you across town over to Staten Island from Manhattan. And that's the whole storyline behind this particular ride, which I thought was a pretty good storyline. And it's a you will get wet ride, so prepare to get soaked. So one thing you'll have to remember when you do download the park is you will 100% have to make sure you go to that Google Drive and get all the Monkeylandia images, because there's a good amount of them. There is a good amount of them. Here we are working on the interior of the queue again, putting in some of this roof stuff here. We want to come with a white for the roof, which I'm all about. It lightens up the room. I think if I would have went darker, it would have been too dark with the black, especially since we have this black doorway and this whole black wall, which we wind up decorating, as you saw in the opening credits of the episode. One of the things I do wish we had here, so the 4 meter board there, it only comes in a square. I wish it came in, or 8 meter. I think it's 8 meter square. It might be 4 meter square. I wish it came in a 4 meter wide. We only get that in the TV screen, which I thought was interesting. I would prefer the poster board type deal. But it is what it is. Here we're using some hydro beams, which I thought was a really cool idea, to create some type of abstract kind of wave vibe, which I really, really dig. How this came out at the end of the day. In my brain, this would be like neon lights in real life, right? Oh my god, Planko peeps hate waiting for coasters. Some of the faces they make when they start to fall asleep in line. I mean, it's a water coaster. It seats 8 people per car. Slow your roll. What you expect? I mean, there's a fast lane. If you want to go faster, get on the fast lane line. What do you want me to tell you? Buy a fast pass. So there's a lot in here that I did a little bit off camera, as you saw in the intro video, where we've got a wall of bubbles that we created behind the Experience Beast poster, and then we've also got the Fast Pass sign that went up there over at the Fast Pass entrance. Oh, here's something I like. So I learned this one from Mass Bandit, where you put the lights with gridded pieces, and then you delete the gridded pieces, and now you've got perfectly spaced lighting, or anything really. So I thought this was a great idea. So now what I was thinking about this exterior, again, it was just so bland. So I decided to take this wave pattern and utilize it along the front facade and along the side facade in the next few episodes. I think not next episode, but the episode after. We'll do the souvenir store shop that we call the shops. The shops at Staten Island Ferry. Sounds so chic, but it's not. I was having a weird thing happen here. Look at that. The colors are off, and then there were 2 letters instead of 1, even though I only placed 1. Very odd. But yeah, so the Beast. That's the Beast Entourage sign. I actually might be changing that to this awesome font that we saw here. Who did that font? Hold on, pause. It was Tripwise. Tripwise did this awesome font that I think I'm going to switch the Beast over to. It's got like a little bit of a italicized to it. It's a little bit funkier, and I think it's going to play really well along this facade. So I think we're going to change it to that, the larger facade anyway, or the larger letters. But there you are, the Staten Island Ferry. That is the exterior and interior done. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Thanks so much for joining. Don't forget to click subscribe down at the bottom, and catch you next time. Ciao.